Yeah, I heard a lot about Marseille. Very familiar with it. I heard different type of stories, but for the most part, it's very urban, from my understanding. You know, Africa has a huge partnership here in France. They're like the cousins. I got so much support in France. I think France was probably the key market that helped me break throughout Europe when I first started. I would love to produce a French artist. The opportunity just hasn't happened yet, but I have a lot of relationships here in France with artists, but I think at the time when I was at my, peak, I might have been a little intimidating for artists to approach. Because the word was I was too expensive and they wasn't quite sure if they could work with me, but that wasn't the case. France is going to be a market that I'm definitely going to do a lot more production work with, for sure. I had no idea at that time music would be a career. I was more of a hustler, and I was just wanting to be rich by any means necessary. Basically, get rich or die trying. That was the attitude. And when I got locked up, it kind of opened my mind to different opportunities on how I needed to move my life forward. So the money that I made in the streets back then, I would use that to invest in recording studios. And in a mix of that, I would allow everybody that needed to do demos in my studio. And that created the relationship. So all of this time I was creating my future not knowing it. Yeah, so currently with the Akon City, I kind of paused the marketing and promotions on it because one of the biggest mistakes that I made was that I started promoting the project before we got started. So the anticipation of the audience was so high and everyone expected something to happen so quick that it created a big commotion, but we were just at the beginning stages, and ultimately that's where we stood with it now. But we're currently now getting a lot closer to when we get to the point where I can promote and market. I'll give people a lot more information. Akon's Beautiful Day is definitely representing where I stand in my life, career, spiritually. All my songs are always based on my experiences, so if you notice my album from day one, Trouble, was from a very dark place because the environment that I was in. And now I'm at a place where it's all about legacy, it's about sending positive messages.